Welcome back to Coins Heritage. Today let's take a look at the 1969 Lincoln Center, a coin that might seem ordinary at first but has some interesting details that collectors should know about. Whether you are a casual collector or a serious numismatist, this coin has a story worth exploring. Stick around as we go through its design, history, value, and how you can sell one if you have a special example. The 1969 Lincoln Center was part of the long-running Lincoln series, which began in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1969, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had already been in use for a decade, replacing the original wheat ears design in 1959. This coin was minted during a time of economic change in the United States, with rising metal costs eventually leading to modifications in penny composition in later years. On the obverse, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner. Above his head, the inscription "In God We Trust" is clearly displayed. To the left, the word liberty is present, and to the right, we see the date 1969. If the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco, a small D or S mint mark appears just below the date. If there is no mint mark, it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Turning to the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo is prominently featured. The detailed structure represents the nation's tribute to one of its greatest presidents. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a unique detail that many people do not notice. The words United States of America curve along the top, with E pluribus unum positioned just below. The denomination 1 cent is displayed at the bottom. The 1969 Lincoln Center was produced in large quantities at 3 different mints. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1.1 billion coins, the Denver Mint produced around 4 billion, and the San Francisco Mint made approximately 544 million. With such a high mintage, most of these coins are still common today, but certain varieties, especially error coins, can be worth significantly more. In circulated condition, a regular 1969 penny is usually worth just its face value. However, uncirculated examples with bright red luster can be worth between 1 and 5, depending on their grade. Higher graded examples, particularly those in MS65 or better, can reach 20 or more. One of the most valuable varieties of this coin is the 1969 S doubled die obverse. This rare error coin shows significant doubling in the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," as well as in the date. Because of its rarity, collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars for a well-preserved example. Some of the highest graded specimens have sold for over $50,000 at auction. If you are looking to sell a 1969 Lincoln Center, start by checking its condition and variety. If your coin has an S mint mark, examine it closely for doubling on the lettering. If you suspect you have a rare variety, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Selling online is a great way to reach potential buyers. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections allow collectors to list coins and attract interested buyers. Be sure to take clear photos and provide a detailed description of the coin's condition and any special features. Local coin dealers and coin shows can also be good places to sell your penny. Dealers may offer a quick sale, while auctions might help you get the best price if you have a high-value coin. Here are some fun facts about the 1969 Lincoln Center. It is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which gives it a heavier feel than modern pennies. This composition remained in use until 1982, when the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc planchet to save on production costs. The Lincoln Cent is the longest-running design in U.S. history, having remained in production for over a century. While the 1969 Lincoln cent is common in most cases, rare varieties like the 1969's doubled die can be worth a fortune. It is always worth checking your change for hidden treasures. Do you have a 1969 Lincoln center in your collection? Let's take a closer look at the 1969's Jefferson Nickel, a coin that may seem ordinary but holds an interesting place in U.S. coinage history. Whether you are a casual collector or a serious numismatist, this coin has details worth knowing. Stay tuned as we go through its design, history, value, and how you can sell one if you have a special example. The 1969's Jefferson Nickel was part of the long-running Jefferson series, first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel. This design has remained in circulation for decades, featuring a tribute to one of America's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. By 1969, the U.S. Mint was producing massive numbers of nickels to meet the needs of a growing economy, and the San Francisco Mint was still striking business strike coins, in addition to proofs. On the obverse, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Above Jefferson's head, the inscription "In God We Trust" is displayed. To the left, the word Liberty appears, separated from the date 1969 by a small five-pointed star. Below the date, you will find the S mint mark, indicating it was minted in San Francisco. Turning to the reverse, we see a detailed image of Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. The design includes the name Monticello directly below the building, with the phrase E pluribus unum at the top of the coin. The words United States of America curve along the bottom, with the denomination 5 cents placed just above. This design remained largely unchanged until recent modifications in the 2000s. The 1969's Jefferson Nickel was struck in significant numbers, with over 123 million business strike coins produced. Additionally, the San Francisco Mint also made over 2.9 million proof versions of the coin for collectors. Because of this, finding a regular 1969's nickel in circulation is not difficult, but high-grade examples or special varieties can have added value. In circulated condition, most 1969's nickels are only worth their face value of 5 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated example, its value can increase. A mint state 1969's nickel graded MS65 or higher can be worth between 5 and 20, depending on its luster and strike quality. Proof versions, especially those graded PR67 or higher, can range from 10 to 50. One of the key things to watch for on this coin is full steps on Monticello. Coins with 5 or 6 full steps, indicating a strong strike, can bring higher prices. A 1969's nickel with full steps FS designation in top condition can sell for over 100, as these are much harder to find. If you are looking to sell a 1969's Jefferson Nickel, start by checking its condition. Examine the Monticello steps for strong details and look for signs of wear. If your coin appears uncirculated or proof-like, consider having it graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and quality. Selling online is one of the best ways to find buyers. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections allow collectors to list their coins and attract serious buyers. Be sure to take clear photos and provide a detailed description of the coin's condition and features. Local coin shops and coin shows are also good places to sell your 1969's nickel. Dealers may offer a quick sale, while auctions can help you get the best price if your coin is in high demand. Here are some fun facts about the 1969's Jefferson Nickel. This coin is made of a copper-nickel composition, which had been the standard for nickels since 1946, following the removal of wartime silver content. The Jefferson nickel has one of the longest running designs in U.S. coinage, remaining in circulation for decades before receiving an update in the early 2000s. While the 1969's Jefferson nickel is common in most grades, high-quality full-step examples and proof versions can be valuable additions to a collection. It is always worth checking your pocket change or old rolls of nickels for hidden treasures. Do you have a 1969's Jefferson nickel in your collection?